Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sidetrack here, bringing you another episode in our Let's Play series. We are up to episode 21, pretty cool, I beat my record, yay, little celebration. um, and in this episode what I want to do is do a couple of things with Botania, and then finish that up for now, and we'll come back to it later. There's a whole lot more to Botania, and a whole lot more cool tools, but there are a couple things that I want to make before we move on. One of those is the Pyroclast Pendant. Because the cool thing about this is it is equipable in your amulet slot, and it puts out any fires on you if you catch on fire. Now, it's fairly simple to make. Rune of Fire is pretty easy. We actually made those last episode. Rune of Summer is a little more difficult, and it's going to require a melon, which I don't have yet. However, all is not lost, because one of the cool things you can do, remember we put the catalyst, the alchemy catalyst under here, you can turn carrots into melon seeds. Very nice. So I'm going to go find a place for these to hang out. We're going to have to make a farm at some point. I have no real means of getting food, and my stack of cooked meat ingots from the nether is slowly dwindling. Oh yeah, one of the other things I did. I made a couple more of these endo flames, and I cut the timer down to about 4 seconds. I think that should be enough, but we'll see. And you can see that because we used some mana out of here, got tons of mana generation right now. Very cool. So let me go off, find a place for these melons, and I'll catch you guys back in a minute. Alrighty, we've got our first melon crop. Yay, whoops. Alright, so I'm going to harvest these and meet you guys back over in a minute. Alrighty, here we are. So I've got all the stuff set up here. I love the floating effects. It's pretty fun. And you'll notice that I actually elevated our runic altar. So one thing that we're going to have to do, well, we're going to have to do a couple things, is we need our mana spreader to point at the runic altar, because right now it's pointing below it. So let me set this to bind mode. You can right click there, right click there, and oh, well, okay. Shift right click. There we go. Okay. Now, I can click this to activate it, and it's, you heard the sound, but it's not, the mana spreader is not sending any mana there. That's because this block right here is in the way. If I went ahead and broke that block, it would work perfectly fine. I don't think this one gets in the way. It might, but I don't think so. But there's a better way to do this. So one of the cool things that you can put on your spreaders are lenses that affect the way they move mana around. And the mana, or the lens that I want to put on is a phantom lens. To get that, we're going to need some abstruse platforms. Now that needs some living wood, some framed living wood on both sides, and then patterned living wood. Basically, this is just living wood planks in different configurations. Pretty simple to make. So, abstruse platform. We want to make ourselves a lens. And then we take our lens, and I think this is right. There we go. So we can get a phantom lens. And what the phantom lens lets things do, throw it on here, is it lets our stuff move through the blocks. Very cool. So now, this is working like it's supposed to. And in just a minute, you will see that, our little particle effects are building up. And at some point in the near future, there we go. We throw that down, and whoops. Make sure I don't have my ring on. I always do this. I have issues. There we go. Our wand of summer, or rune of summer, excuse me. Okay, so what was I in the middle of making? We needed rune of summer, rune of fire, and now I think we have everything else we need. So, summer. Oh, did I run out of fire? Maybe I haven't made fire yet. I think I need to make fire. Fire. 3 mana steel ingots, nether brick, gunpowder, nether wart. Let me grab all that and throw it together. Alrighty, here we have. Do need my wand of the forest. Activate this. You can see its progress if you hover over it. And in just a minute, we will have ourselves a rune of fire. Back when it's done. Alrighty, here we have Pyroclast Pendant. Excellent. So now I can run around in the nether without worrying about burning to a crisp Although it does not protect you. Ooh, cool. It actually renders it on you. I never noticed that before. That's pretty cool. Um, so it does not protect you from falling in lava or standing in fire. But it puts you out pretty quickly if you do catch on fire. So pretty neat. Okay, one more thing I want to make. I think. One more thing I want to make. And this is kind of part of the reason why I did this whole thing to begin with. Well, it got me started. I want to make a... Back out of here. Not a mystical item. It's under functional flora. It's an agrocarnation. The agrocarnation takes a lot of petals to make. And it takes a rune of the spring, which is not too bad. We made our rune of fire. We've got to make a rune of water. So I'm going to go ahead, grab a lot of this stuff, because I don't think you really want to watch me do all this. And we're going to make an agrocarnation. Because what you can do with that is it basically uses mana to make crops grow faster, which is pretty cool. So back in a few. Alright, rune of water almost done. Just about there. Alrighty. Throw that down. Okay. Cool. And now we just need to... Oop, I need those. Make our... Why am I doing that? Right click. You can throw it on there, but... And make sure I've got all this. 3 saplings, I think so. Alright. Cool. This is going to take a little bit, and I'll cut back once I've got everything in the crafting window ready to go. Yeah. Alright, we've almost got everything we need. The only piece left is a redstone root. It's just grass and a redstone. So, throw these in here. And I suppose I need some seeds. They're in one of these. There we go. Alright. An agrocarnation. Excellent. So the agrocarnation, if I didn't say this already, I'm going to repeat myself, makes things grow faster. So I am going to want to use this at some point in the near future. Actually, I want to do one more thing. Over with our sugarcane, because I have a feeling that, you know, we're doing fine right now, but we could make it grow faster. It could be better. But before I take it over there, there's something that we're going to need to do. I want to turn it into a different type of agrocarnation. What do I mean by a different type? Well, let me show you. One of the things we can make are floating flowers. Now, what we're going to need is some pasture seeds, any kind of flower, and a dirt block. Pasture seeds are pretty easy to make. We just take some grass or any plant, throw it in there to grab some pasture seeds. Dirt block, I think I'm going to have to dig out of the ground right here. And I suppose while I was in here, I should have grabbed what do I have the most of. I've got lots of blue. We'll grab blue. So we take dirt block, we take pasture seed, and we take that blue flower, and it's not working. Should work. Let's check and see. Oh wait, I know why. I have to make a glimmering. All right, let me back with some glowstone. All right, take 2. Glimmering blue flower, pasture seed, dirt. Excellent. So I've got a floating blue flower, and now I can add this with the agrocarnation to make a floating agrocarnation. Now essentially these are exactly the same as any other plant, however you can have them float in the air, which is kind of fun. So come back you. Alright, now what do we want to do with this? Well, we are going to bring this over here. We are going to set this. I think it should work. If we just kind of have it floating right there. I don't know, why not? And underneath it, we're going to put a mana pool. And we are going to set it so that it's accepting mana from items. We don't have my ring on. I filled up my mana tablet. Oh, yeah, that would be a problem. Let's see. Well, for the moment, I think, let's shrink down. Let's go ahead and break this vacuum hopper. It's just a mild inconvenience to do that. Alright, so sparing mana to items. And now you can see that our agricarnation is growing, or rather it's sending out little energies. And we should notice that some of the sugarcane start to get block updates. Some of them, especially the ones on the bottom, are already growing. Let's pick up that mana tablet. And so it's pretty cool. It's not going to, increase it by a ton, but it'll increase it by a little bit. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a bone meal effect, kind of the, whatever the right word would be, glimmer. So, pretty cool. Whale, let's take a look at how much this actually uses. I don't think it uses a ton. I think it will be good for a while. But, go ahead and attach that back down. Is that even attached? Let me go ahead and reattach all this stuff. I have to come up with a better way of doing this. But for now, it works. Alright, so it's been a minute. I fixed everything. Let's see how much mana is left in here. Oh, still tons of mana. So yeah, this is going to last for quite some time. Excellent. So, what are we going to do now? We've got our sugarcane growing a little bit faster. Why might I want to be doing that? Well, we're going to do something that requires power. Or rather, we're going to get started on something that requires power. So our, sorting chests have served us well and good. They're kind of cool. They take up lots of space. What I would really like to do, since right now our mining train has been going for some time, I've actually had to turn our iron into blocks of iron and gold into blocks of gold, and you can see we have lots of minerals and materials. Yeah. So what we want to do is get started on my all-time, I don't know about all-time favorite, but certainly my favorite storage mod, which is Implied Energistics. And we have several meteors that we need to check out. We've got one there, and a couple down here, and one over there. And so I'm going to sleep through the night, and we're going to go on a little bit of an exploration trip to mine through our meteors. Now, actually, before I do that, one of the things that you'll find about the meteors is they're quite tough to dig through. So I want to actually increase the speed of my pick a little bit. And so let me do this. 50 out of 50. Excellent. I still have one modifier left. I don't know if I really want to use it for haste. What else could I do? Oh no, I know exactly what I want you to do with it. So one of the cool things you can do is you can make your picks and tools and anything from Tinker's Construct into electric tools by adding an energy cell from thermal expansion. So I want to go ahead and do that. Let me grab my materials and I'll meet you at the crafting table. Okay, so this works with either the leadstone energy cell or with the, is this right? Yes, it is. Cool. Or with, you can do up to the hardened capacitor. Essentially, you just take your tool, you put your energy cell or capacitor right here, and you get your pick out the side. Very cool. Now we just need to figure out a way to charge this. In fact, I probably should have charged that energy cell first, because now we got to figure out a way to charge this. So one of the coolest ways to charge things in your inventory is with the wireless charger from Ender.io. Basically, this sits in your base somewhere, and it will, anytime you go in proximity to it, it will wirelessly charge anything in your inventory. The only problem is it is a little difficult to make. It needs some electrical steel, which isn't too hard, but more importantly, it needs the Ender resonator, and for that we need an Enderman head. So, I don't have any Enderman heads yet. I would like to get one, and we do have an Ender spawner. Make sure I don't have any Ender heads before I say anything. Yeah, no Ender heads. However, one of the things that I mentioned several videos ago was that this system no longer works because it doesn't get any power. So why don't we go ahead and charge this thing, or supply some power. We've got conduits somewhere. We've got 12. Is that gonna be enough? I think I may need to make some more conduits. Let's find out. Let's get tiny. And this is probably... Ooh, Almost drowned in there. It would have been bad. Endermen do not like the water. How am I going to do this? Let me get in here. And, whoa. Let's see. Can I jump? Ah! There we go. Okay. Let's see. Why don't I go ahead? Oop, nope. Why don't I go ahead and do this off camera? Because it's going to be kind of embarrassing. I need to get all the way up there. Ow. And now there's more blood in my smeltery. Oh well. Yeah, let me do this off camera. I will be, well, actually no, I can do it. I can do it, maybe. No, I cannot actually. Ow. We can do this way. Come in from here. All right, that's power. And this is, oh, I'm gonna need a whole lot more conduit. Not that way. This way? I don't know where I am. Okay, I'll be back in a few. All right, here we are. So I have my energy conduit that is run the length under here. And all I have to do is connect it in. Excellent. So now we should have power flowing through these energy conduits. I love how tight and compact these things can be. It's just very cool. I mean, it's like right here I've got 3 cables running through the same cord. That's awesome. So it goes all the way down, and in theory it all should work out. So can I squeeze down here? No, of course I can't. There we go. Alright, so let's test this out. Let's turn back into ourselves. Ow. As I get stuck in a wall somewhere. Okay. So now we should only have to turn this on. And in theory, we should start to get some Endermen. In theory. So what we're going to have to do is run in there and just kill Endermen like crazy. I suppose we could... There we go. Excellent. So we've got power, and he'll take damage, and we'll get more Resonant Ender that we don't really need, but won't complain about it. Actually, what I might want to do, I might take and dump all of the liquid out of here, just so it'll be just me and Enderman in there. And yeah, another thing that we might want to do is make a sword that can behead those Endermen. So one of the other things that is added with Ender IO is the Ender. The Ender is a sword that basically lets you chop off the heads of Endermen if you hold shift. That is increasing skull and Ender Pearl drops. So we need to make ourselves 2 dark steel, just obsidian, coal powder, and iron. I'm going to go ahead and do that, make some of this, clean up the area down there, and get ready to kill some Endermen and hopefully not die, but get Ender skulls. Back in a few. Alright, so here is the Ender. Dun, dun, dun. And downstairs, oh, I did take off my my Sojourner's sash. I was running around way too quickly in my base. Couldn't keep up. So one of the things I did, I replaced one of these blocks with a smeltery drain and a seared faucet. So we can just dump all of this Resonant Ender right in here into this tank. And I am not overly concerned with keeping it because we have lots and lots and lots of Resonant Ender. So we're just going to let this fill up, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the blood, so there'll be nothing in there to damage me or the Enderman. Back in a little bit once we're all ready. Alright, we're set. Nothing in the Ender, or nothing in the smeltery. Turn on the power. Lock ourselves in here. And... Wait a minute, you're not supposed to be able to teleport. Where is he? Let's go turn this off. Let's do one at a time. Ooh, a halo. A guy with a halo. Let's see if we can kill this guy without him running away. There we go. Did I get any heads? No, of course I didn't. Well, it's going to take a little while to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Ooh, there's an angry Enderman somewhere. Nope, nothing in there. Let's go find that Enderman. Oh, well, I'll go kill him and then hopefully get some Ender heads. And back in a little bit. Oh, it was a sad day. I died. The Endermen were too much for me to handle. Oh well. Well, I have 8 Ender Pearls. Not that I really wanted them, but let's wait. I did actually end up putting a pumpkin head on. It kept them from teleporting. It was a little bit better than... Although I can't see what I'm doing. So let me go ahead and finish killing these guys and hopefully get an Enderhead soon. Alright, so after much killing, finally got myself an Enderman head. Yay. So to make the wireless charger, we are going to need to make our Ender Resonator, which needs a Vibrant Alloy. The Vibrant Alloy is just an energetic alloy and an Ender Pearl. I am cooking up some energetic alloys. They're pretty simple, just gold, redstone, glowstone, and I'm making several of them. So as soon as this finishes up, we will go ahead and... How many of these? You know what? We may as well make a couple of them. Okay. And while that works, we are going to have to make ourselves an electrical steel. Well, we're going to need the alloy smelter for that. But we can go ahead and make an octadic capacitor. Oh boy. So we're going to use some of those vibrant alloys. We're going to use some of those energetic alloys. And we're going to use some basic capacitors. So I've got 3. Grab those other 2. Is that almost done? Grab these 2 vibrant alloys. And do I have these saved in here? I have the basic capacitor saved. Do I have everything I need? No, I need to grab some stuff. Alright, let me grab some stuff. Go ahead and craft these things up, because we've made these before. We haven't made the octadic yet. So I'll come back when we make those. Alright, think I've got everything I need. So, 2 double layer capacitors. Clear that out. Whoop. Click. How many times can I click on the wrong button? And throw the vibrant alloys in here. Ooh, and my glowstone. And 1 octadic capacitor. Great. So let's bring this over here. We need to make up that, what is this, electrical steel, I think? Is that what this was? Yeah, electrical steel. So we'll get that cooking. I'm just making whatever I have on hand. We will put our octadic capacitor in here. Maybe, maybe not. What am I missing? Ender Resonator. Solarium. Oh! Why did I think we need... Oh! Because we need it for the wireless. Now we need a vibrant alloy. I'm glad I wasn't completely crazy there. Okay. And then... Alright. We are almost good to go. How much do I have? I got 7. I need 1 more. Right? Yeah. Should be 1. There we go. Excellent day. Okay. And now... No. It says, I don't think so. Electrical steel. There we go. I guess I only needed 7. Wireless charger. Great. So, this has a range of about 24 blocks. And so if we, kind of set it somewhere in the middle of our base, roughly, it should stretch everywhere we end up walking. So if we put this in here, let's see if I can get... Maybe the easier way to do it would be to go up from upstairs. If I put it back here somewhere, let's turn into a little Ender Mini. And, oh, I don't know, let's put it like right here. Looks like it's a good place. As good a place as any, I suppose. Cool. So it's getting power, well, at least in theory. Let me out of here. You can't really right-click on it, but we do notice that our pickaxe is slowly charging. Very good. It's exactly what we want to have happen. Okay. Now I need to figure out a way to get out of here. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit once my pickaxe is charged and I make my way out of this maze of stuff that I've got myself trapped in. There we go. Back in a few. Well, while it's charged, I'm kind of testing out the range of where I can stand in my base. So I can stand all the way in this corner, and my pickaxe charges. I should be able to go all the way to this corner, I think. Yep, still charging. Wonder how far out in the back I can go. Ooh, I have a dirt block. Fill that in. This is probably going to be too far. No, it's not. Wow. And there we go. Okay. So somewhere. Oh, okay. Right. No. Right about here. Somewhere around here is about as far as I can go. But that's okay, because this is my base right in here. This is where I spend most of my time. So very cool. So one thing that you'll notice that these guys are pumping out power because I've totally drained our hardened energy cell. Um, the uh, the wireless charger has a buffer of I think 200,000 redstone flux. So it holds a good lot of power. All right. And we're still draining power out of here. So I'll be back once this is all charged, and we will go... Actually, you know what? It's charged well enough. Let's go check out... wait until it gets daytime. I'll be back once it's daytime, and we'll go off on a grand adventure before it's time to end for the day. Alright, off into the wilds we go. Well, not really wilds, because we've already been there. And it's daytime. Although I suppose it's still wilds. I mean, there's no civilization over there. Okay, so what you find with applied energistics is with AE2, there are these meteors, and I talked briefly about them. What you want to try and do is head straight for the middle of the meteor, because in the middle, well, this is close enough. In the middle, there is a block that will allow you to, there's basically a chest that will let you get neat things out of it. I guess the idea is it's, the applied energistic system is alien tech. Yeah. So I'm going to go bust my way through this thing and come back once we get to the chest. We'll see what we have. All right. Well, that worked out quite well. I came in from here and right there. So if we take a look, if we stand on top of this chest and we look at our map and we zoom in, you'll see that we are pretty much right smack dab in the middle of that meteor. Now, I believe that they're always in the middle. That's kind of been my experience, but I could be wrong. Maybe they're slightly off center. I'm not sure. I haven't ever measured it. So, what do we get in here? Ooh, we got two of them. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So we've got the Inscriber Engineering Press and the Inscriber Logic Press. Great. Let's go ahead and grab this chest too, just because. All right. And I believe there's only ever one in the meteors. If somebody's knows that that's not true, let me know so I can come back and mine the rest of this meteor out. But for now, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, so we've accomplished something. So what you do with these basically inscriber presses is you use them with the inscriber to make your circuit boards. Now you used to, in the old versions, you would use either like cutting tools, or you could use Buildcraft's laser crafting system to make these circuit presses. But now you use the inscriber, and you basically use it to make the various processors that are used to make all kinds of, well, let's do this, blocks that you need for applied energistics. Now we need to find, I think there are 4 of them. What on earth? That is... He's riding a chicken. He's riding a chicken. I'm gonna let him kill me just because this is hilarious. Okay. That's something I've never seen before. There you go, Mr. Chicken. You're free. That was hilarious. I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, he was riding a chicken. Okay. So what we're going to have to do, and next episode is when we're going to really do this, we're going to have to find ourselves some more meteors, because we need to get each of the different presses. So if we look over here, no, that's not going to help very much. Well, yeah, it does a little bit. There's a calculation press, an engineering press, which we have, a logic press, which we don't have, or maybe we do have the logic press. We have the logic press and we have the engineering press. We need the silicon press, and we need the calculation press. So those are the 2 that we're going to need. It'd be great to get a name press too, but that's not really needed, I don't think. So we're halfway there, which is actually pretty cool, considering we only had one meteor found. But next episode, we're going to start delving into, in more depth, applied energistics. I promise that's what we're going to spend the entire episode doing. We're not going to do any Botania. um, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and excited about future things to come. Until then, this is Sidetrack signing off. Have a great day, folks.